Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Kendra and you are watching Everything Kendra. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I appreciate you. So in today's video, we are going to be going over my February monthly budget. So this is basically the closeout. We're going to see how I did, how much money I actually saved, and if I went over budget or under budget, and how good I did with tracking my money or keeping track of my money. So if you all can see, my budgeted amount was $2,747. That is with no overtime at all, like the just regular straight time. And I actually got paid $3,414, which is a $670 difference. So with me working overtime, I was able to make $667 more than if I wasn't working overtime. So I did record this video already. I went through everything, writing everything down, and for some reason when I went to upload it, it's saying that the files are corrupt, and I tried to delete some things, re-upload, re-edit everything, and it's still saying it's corrupted. So I'm just basically going to go over this with you guys and just point at the numbers and show you guys what I budgeted and the actual and what I had left. So I made more for the month of February due to overtime. I stuffed pretty much everything I was supposed to, except the only difference is electric. For electric, when I budgeted it, I thought I only had to pay $38, but when I got my bill, it was $95. So I did have to up my cash stuffing when it came to my electric bill, and my gas was actually lower for the month of February. So I stuffed less. So for the total in my budget was $1,096, and I saved a couple dollars on my bills. So my actual was $1,081. So because of me working overtime, my remaining was $2,333 versus the $1,651 I would have had left if I didn't do overtime. So that's a good amount of money I had left to work with due to me doing overtime. So with my variable expenses, the gym got 10, Amazon got 6, Netflix got 11. Gas got $135, even though I budgeted $150. I only did $135 because my boyfriend was driving my car at the time and he was helping put gas. So like as the weeks were going by, I noticed that, you know, I still had a lot of money in my gas envelope. So I started stuffing less, which was only what, $15 less. So yeah, I ended up stuffing only $135 for gas. For groceries, I went up $10, so I ended up stuffing $160 instead of $150. For eating out, I went over budget, $18, and I think I stuffed an extra $10 during one of the weeks, and then I borrowed $8 from the fun envelope. So for fun, I budgeted $100 and I only stuffed $75, and because of me taking the $8 from the fun envelope, I ended up with $67 at the end of the month because I did not spend fun money at all. For shopping, I budgeted $150 and I stuffed $160. So the total for my budgeted amount was $777, and my actual that I actually stuffed was $775, which wasn't too big of a difference. So if I wasn't doing overtime, I would have been left with $874, but because of me doing overtime, I was left with $1,558. So moving down to debt and savings, Capital One, I had budgeted $400. I ended up stuffing $340, which was okay because the previous month in January, I had already had some money saved towards debt, so it was all right. For Acorns, I budgeted $205, and I actually stuffed $205. For savings, I budgeted $200, and I stuffed $200. For my savings challenge, with me doing no overtime, I didn't have anything to stuff for my savings challenge, but because of me doing overtime, I was able to stuff $412 into my savings challenge. And for sinking funds with no overtime, I was only able to stuff $69, but because of me doing overtime, I was able to stuff $392. So once I totaled this amount up, I got $1,549. I subtracted it from the $1,558, and I was left with $9, which is, to me, is very good, which means I have $9 that is unaccounted for. I can't figure out where I spent the $9 at. So that's what that means. Before, when I did the video, I actually had my income as $3,579. So when I got down here, I had like $279 left, which was way too much unaccounted for money. So I had to go back and figure out what I did wrong, and my numbers and everything were adding up. So that's when I had to go back to income, and I realized that I added my first paycheck of March to my February paychecks, and I had a higher income written down. So once I figured that out, I was able to go back through. I had to change this number, and this number, and then I ended up with 9. So that was good. I was happy with that. So that is it for my February closeout. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.